Welcome to our podcast. I'm Zach.
And I'm Alex, and we are joined by our esteemed, eloquent, educated, energetic NFL expert, Korey. How you doing, Korey?
Boys, I'm doing pretty good. Made some sales today. Feel good. So, always an honor to be on the podcast.
Thanks for
Is it
coming
true?
on. Thanks.
Is it true what they say? Always be closing.
ABC.
The good guys do. The good guys do.
You want to feed your family, huh?
Got bills to pay, Troy.
All right, enough about your life story. Let's get to the NFL. Big day for Philly. Nick Sirianni?
It's like Siri, so it's like Siri is in the apple, but Sirianni.
Sirianni. Colts. You know, actually, Zach did some research on Sirianni. Zach, why don't you break down his little coaching career?
So let me tell you his background. A D3 athlete, just like ourselves, out of Mount Union, quite the dynasty over there in Ohio. After Mount Union, he went to be on a D-back coach at his alma mater for a year or two. Then moved on to IUP as a wide receivers coach. Worked his way up the Chiefs ladder. In 2013, jumped ship for the Chargers as a quality control coach. Not sure what that means. And then he moved to quarterbacks for a year. Finally jumped over to the Indiana Colts in 2018 as their offensive coordinator. And now the Philadelphia Eagles head coach, all the way from D3 athlete to NFL head coach. So he's got a cool background. I like that he's from a smaller school, man. I hope he does well in Philly.
Yeah, man. If history repeats itself, the man is 39 years old. Dick Vermeil, he's 4 months younger, but he was also 39 years old. And Andy Reid was 40 years old when we hired him, 1999. So the future is bright.
Andy Reid, a great coach to this day. Yeah, he's kind of a question mark, you know. He was OC. He's been a position coach a lot. Now is his chance. You know, I like that it's not a recycled coach, you know, like Adam Gase or one of these guys. Someone new, someone young deserves this chance, and they're getting it.
Can you imagine how big of a dumpster fire Philly would be if we hired Adam Gase? Can you just picture Philly for a second there?
Philly would be on fire.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, man, there was good reports that came out of Philly. They said there's a lot of fire in him. He actually designed all the play calls, while Frank Wright called most of the plays. So at least he has some good background. I hope Deuce gets hired as OC, man. And a lot of people doubt Deuce Staley, but I think with him and Jeff Stoutland designing the run game, he comes in, maybe can get Carson right. There was interest in Indianapolis that they could retool Carson. So we've got a true quarterback competition, unless Carson wants out. So we'll see.
What do you think? If you're Carson Wentz, do you want out? You want to stay in Philly, or you want to go somewhere else?
We'll see, man. It'll be interesting to see what Carson says. He's been pretty quiet, but I would say he probably wants out. I think it's got more to do with ownership there. So,
I think it's time that Carson's career goes down the shitter, honestly. I think he's going to move to another team and just be a nothing, man. He's going to be a bust. Him and Ryan Leaf are going to go down in history as biggest bust in the NFL.
That's disrespectful, man. Don't ever compare Carson Wentz to Ryan Leaf.
That's the comparison. That's the direct comparison, man.
Ryan Leaf never
had. For you.
Ryan Leaf never had the year 2017 that Carson Wentz had.
I'll tell you what. They both don't have any Super Bowls, so.
Carson's got a ring on his head.
Nick, unrightfully so, man. He's sitting on the bench for that one. Nick Foles is twice the quarterback that Carson Wentz is. Let me tell you. It's amazing that Nick Foles isn't starting in the NFL to this day. You know, if I'm an NFL coach without a good quarterback, I'm signing Nick Foles as a starter.
Yeah, you must have not watched many Bears games in the beginning, huh?
I'll tell you what, he's got ice in his veins, man.
Yeah, it's ice, all right.
More he just needs some time to heat up.
That's absurd. You know what, though? What's more interesting is the only job left is the Houston Texans, and I think there's only one guy for the job. And just to add to that dumpster fire down there, and I will continue on the Deshaun Watson is out of town kick. but it's Josh McDaniels. They just hired the personnel guy from New England. That makes a lot of sense, man.
That
So,
does make sense.
Wow.
not a hot take, but definitely a prediction.
That's not good for Patriots fans. That's kind of dooming the end in New England. I see that. If McDaniels leaves, I mean, he's been there, OC there for a while now, is my understanding, since he got fired from the Broncos. Might have to fact check me on that, but I think so.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
not good.
They
Yeah.
were saying when he quit on Indianapolis and moved back to New England, that kind of blackballed him a little bit around the league. But the rumor is Belichick's son. Everyone's saying that he might take over for Belichick in New England.
Really?
I can see that, dude. That's a Belichick move.
The guy with the mullet.
Yeah.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
It's clear nepotism.
Yeah, that's the rumors going around that's why Josh McDaniels got out this year.
If he takes over the Patriots, they'll be like on jet status of how bad they are. Like they'll be winning like 2 games a year.
They're on their way right now to be that.
Yeah. I don't think they can stick with Cam Newton anymore, man. I think they need a different quarterback. He doesn't seem to suit them and Belichick's style. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Cam Newton's like that trash can that's like floating down the street. So that's how I see
man.
that.
I think he's about done. How old is he now? He's not that young anymore.
Early 30s, I believe, like 32 or something.
Yeah, like that. I've got to say he's gonna maybe have 1 or 2 more years in him.
I think they might give him 1 more year, like with the off season, depending on what. Maybe they'll draft a QB like in the middle of the first round, and then kind of let Cam and that guy figure it out. I could see them doing that, or I could see the Patriots going after old veteran like Stafford or Matt Ryan and trying to make a run at it.
I think you mean Nick Foles.
You're right.
I'm the Patriots man. I'm picking up Nick Foles with Belichick behind
Nick Foles
him.
podcast, yeah.
Super Bowl contender.
Well, you know what? If you love him so much, Troy, would you welcome him in Pittsburgh?
I'll tell you what, Creatious, big news in Pittsburgh today. We don't need a quarterback anymore. We just signed former Washington football quarterback and frequenter of strip clubs without masks on, Dwayne Haskins.
I saw that report. Are you happy about that? How do you feel?
I'm glad they made a move, man. You know, he's a young guy. He's clearly got talent. Tomlin likes the DMV guys. He's from the DMV. And I think he could be coached into something good. I think he didn't have the right structure there in Washington. They don't have very good ownership. They have not very good coaching, I don't think. I think with Tomlin and the Rooneys can form him into something special, man. You know, Mason Rudolph's contract's up next year. Big Ben, this is his last contract year. Well, we needed a quarterback. Why not bring in some young talent?
Can I just say, obviously you have not watched any Washington football games. But
I did. They almost they did beat the Steelers, in fact.
Yeah, they did beat the Steelers. Yeah, but not with Haskins. I would say this: if Tomlin can turn his career around, you might as well just give him a gold jacket now. Like, let him wear it on the sidelines. I will be in utter just shock.
You'll see, Creech. You know, maybe he's the next slash Cordell Stewart type, but I'm excited, man. It's kind of fun. We need a young quarterback in Pittsburgh. It's got some life in him, you know.
For Pittsburgh, I see it as a good move because it's essentially no risk on a guy who has big upside. But Haskins pretty much showed in 2020 that he is a long way away from ready mentally and with his performance on the field. The situation was going to be fucked for him this year because Ron Rivera didn't want him. He doesn't care about Dwayne Haskins, about this young guy. And he made it worse by not giving a fuck either. So it just compounded, and then he had to play because everyone got hurt, and he sucked. And then, because he probably didn't prepare at all. And you give him, he's just immature. If he can get his head straight, there's no reason why he can't be good.
Yeah.
I agree.
I hope the best for him. I hope he gets a turnaround. But
I mean, I don't like that he's an Ohio State Buckeye, but he was talented there. You know, there's something there. Like much I was saying, I think it was more of a attitude problem more than anything.
Yeah, and he shouldn't have went to that strip club, or at least not gotten picture taken of him. That's pretty freaking stupid.
Yeah, man. Just
Yeah,
keep
man,
asking.
he's a young dumb kid. I don't condone
Yeah.
that by behavior at all. But you got to remember, a lot of these guys are young. They're right out of college. They don't know how to be an adult yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. So before we move on, other NFL news: Dan Campbell, any 2015 Miami Dolphins Hard Knocks fans out there will remember this hard-nosed tight ends coach, now head coach leading Motor City. But he's got a lot of work to do, guys. What do you think about the hiring?
Can I
Preach.
just
How
take
about
a
you start us off?
Yeah. Who cares? I'll start off with that. I think Detroit's got a while, man. Who knows, man? Hopefully he can make some headway there in Detroit, but it's a long, long road. So good luck, man.
Yeah, I am kind of with the same boat of Creech here. No hot takes. It's kind of like a lukewarm hiring. I don't see him, uh, turning them around in any next 5 years, and it'll probably be one of those situations where he doesn't make much leeway in 4 or 5 years, and he gets fired because that's how the NFL works these days. They don't, you have like 2-3 years to prove yourself. So I don't see it being a long-term solution for the Lions, honestly.
Me neither. I see the Lions going 0-16 next season.
0-16. That's a hot
Yeah.
take, Matcha.
Yeah,
You said
it is
that
a hot
casually.
take. Yeah.
That's a hot take.
I just think this is. We'll add the sound effects. Yeah, I think Stafford goes to New England. Personally, I think that's what'll happen, and they'll just be this dumpster fire that Patricia left, and the NFC North. The other three teams are at least respectable. They're gonna just dominate the Lions.
What do you think the Bears do?
I don't know. I think Trubisky's done. I think they have to start over, but they got a guy named Nick Foles under contract. So who knows what's
All
going to
they
happen?
need, man. Bears are going to win the division next year. You watch out, Packers.
Yep.
You want a hot take? Here's a hot take. Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl this year, retires.
Wow.
We got here's gonna be the retire list this year. We got Breeze, we got Phillip Rivers, and we got Rodgers.
And Brady keeps going.
Brady's gonna play till he's 50. Another hot take there for you. That's not even that much of a hot take. He's almost halfway there.
That's a medium take.
You think it's all with the Bucks?
No, I think he'll jump around.
I don't know if the Bucks are like a long-term home, but who knows, man. Speaking of the Bucks, they won in New Orleans. Very impressive win. What did you guys think of their performance?
Whoa, Chow, do you have the stats? How we did last week?
Yes, I do.
Curious.
Looks like you guys, Corey, you were 4-0.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to give you props. You took the Chiefs, the Browns to cover, and they did. That was not a gimme by any means.
Might have got helped out there with the injury.
Yeah. Troy, you were also perfect.
Oh yeah.
And we can just move on.
No, hey, Joe, what was your record?
Well, I have faith in my boy Lamar. If he didn't get hurt, I think he would have had a comeback. But the Bills got it done. Props to the Bills. They played great. Yeah, Bills are legit, man. I watched the whole game. Bills are not one to be messed with. A solid football team up there.
Yeah, man, they are looking good. They're firing all the right cylinders at the right time.
I'd love to be a folded table salesman. You know what I mean? Through the ropes.
I hope they're sold out in Buffalo, man. You can't get any Home Depots or Lowe's in 50-mile radius.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bills look great defensively. What did you guys think of Tom Brady's performance? To me, it seemed like he didn't turn the ball over. Their defense played well. Breeze, to me, looked like he's washed.
Jameis Winston had the best throw of the game for the Saints. Famous Jameis, sign him up, man. He's going to be the next Saints quarterback.
I like Jameis, man. Sean Payton, I think he's got a chance to turn him into something a little bit better than. But Yeah, Breeze is done. It was painful to watch him kind of go out the way he did, but
Yeah,
It
man.
was.
But Brady looked good as always, man. He's just always on somehow. I don't know if it's his regiment or what. That he actually still works hard when he's like 45. But I think it's going to be a tough game for Rodgers. I think it's going to be a very close game, man.
I
Battle of
agree.
greats.
Yeah, Packers and Rodgers look pretty good against the Rams, especially offensively. But that Rams defense was not the number one defense that played in the regular season. Let's be real about it.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald is number one on all these lists for a reason. He's such an impact player, and he wasn't effective essentially.
yeah. Shout out to that fucking Packers O line, dude. They all look great on Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, Devontae Adams, dude. That was amazing, dude. To see him go up against Jalen Ramsey, it was as good as advertised. But Devontae Adams, man, elite, best receiver in the league.
He is elite, man.
He is, and I think Ramsey's overrated, man. You watch the game, Ramsey
Ah.
didn't want the smoke, bro. He wanted no smoke. He's just playing off the whole game and letting him catch the ball and get tackled by linebackers, not doing anything. Complaining when nobody switches with him, you know.
Yeah,
He did
wasn't
do a
really
lot of
good.
complaining.
I mean, I understand you have to switch, but it's almost impossible to guard either way. You
yeah.
know?
I was gonna say that's a tough play, man.
Yeah.
You could little bump coverage, you know what I mean? Throw it back to the Dennison days. Bump, bump, bump.
Absolutely. What was the other game? Browns Chiefs. I mean, looks like Mahomes is going to play. He practiced this week. Apparently today he practiced. When he took the hit, I thought he was done for the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
it was a bad hit.
I think they kind of rushed that protocol, man, just to get him out.
Yeah, they did say it wasn't a concussion; it was a nerve, which, I mean, that's still pretty serious. But yeah, it's interesting. Let's dive into that game because I think that's going to be big, you know. And so the spread here, they got Chiefs -3 still. That could change with the whole Mahomes. Is he going to play or not? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll just jump into this game. I got Buffalo, and I'm smashing the +3. I think this could be a couple touchdown game. I just don't think that Mahomes is not healthy. Chad Henne looks a poor man's Nick Foles. He's not going to get it done.
He's nowhere near the quarterback Nick Foles is.
You're right about that, Troy. Go Birds. Yeah, I just the +3 is not enough for me. I think it might be a 2-touchdown game. The defense of the Bills, that secondary.
I agree, Creech. I'm taking the Bills straight up on this one. I mean, they don't even need the spread. They are looking hot. They're gonna win the Super Bowl. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, guys, was way ahead of you. I already bet $10 on Bills +3. I think they get it done. You know, how can the Chiefs go into this game confident after what happened to Mahomes? And the Bills, it's not like they're playing the Browns. The Bills are a whole nother level. And Allen, you know, I was watching NFL Network. They were talking about the Ravens-Bills game, and they barely ran the ball. The Bills did. They were just slinging the rock around. Stephon Diggs making crazy plays. Allen on target. The Bills, I think they win this game convincingly.
I thought Chow was calling plays for him. I didn't see a couple run plays. I was like, man, Chow's calling this game for these guys.
Air raid, baby.
Why not air raid when you got Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, man?
If you're betting though, get it in early. I saw the over under at 53.5. Just smash the under. Go ahead and smash the under. So yeah, make some money this weekend. Don't put the under. So.
Yeah.
So you're saying over Bill straight up, huh? Preach.
Oh no! I'm sorry if I was confusing there. Smash the under. Like I don't think it gets over 54 points. There's no way.
So under Bills cover parlay.
I like that. I'll tease my parlay. That might be part of it, Troy. You'll have to see.
All right. I'm gonna be locked in here early, man. I don't like when the odds change on me right before the game.
Get it in now. Strike while the iron is hot.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes plays the whole game.
I think he's gonna go out early, man. That hit looked nasty, and he was like dazed afterwards, man. He didn't even know where he's at.
And he hurt his foot before that.
Oh, he did.
The guy's a mess. Yeah.
They're just playing him so they can get some ratings, man. They don't want Chad Henne to be in there and the Bills to win by 50.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Um, on the other side, the NFC Championship game, I bet Packers money line just because I'm a Packers fan and I thought I should have maybe 2 reasons to celebrate. Uh,
You have 2 reasons to cry, more like it.
yeah, possibly. Uh, but yeah, this is going to be a really close game. I think. I mean, the Bucks are really good. Their defense has been dominant. Their defense is so athletic. You watch their linebackers; they're flying around.
I love watching
Um,
Devin White.
yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Packers offense, but they have been playing well. So, I mean, I got to go with the Pack on this one. But
Yeah.
I'm sweating saying that.
I think the Pack, if they want to win, man, they got to slow the game down. Take their time, get some run plays in there, some short passes. Don't give Brady time with the ball. I think that's their key to victory. But honestly, if I'm a betting man, which I am, I'm taking the Buccaneers in this game, man. They got Tom Brady, one of the best of all time, and Goodell's favorite quarterback. Let's not forget that.
Oh. Yeah, so I look at this game. It's the same spread, which is interesting a little bit. It's Packers -3. I just think it's a different approach. I think the run game is obsolete. I don't believe in Leonard Fournette. He's washed. I look at Aaron Jones. I love Aaron Jones. I look at that interior with Sue. I look at Devin White, the flow, the perimeter runs, probably not going to be there for Aaron Jones. I like him in the receiving game, but I think it's a barn burner, man. I think Aaron Rodgers finds a way. So I'm smashing the -3. I think it's a touchdown game. I think A-Rod gets it done, in Lambeau. I just don't think Tom Brady goes into Lambeau and gets it done. We finally showed Tom Brady that the NFC is a little harder to get through than the AFC. And, Creech's prediction of Bills-Packers.
Bills-Packers still up there. My
Yeah.
original prediction was the Chiefs-Buccaneers, but I'm going Bills-Bucks now after Mahomes got hurt.
Yeah, just makes it so much easier.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a crazy game. But I'm gonna bring a little hot take for this one. All right,
Hot take coming at
hot
ya.
take. All right, hot take. Hot take is Aaron Jones, 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Interesting.
I don't think Creech believes in that one at all.
It's just hard, man. That matchup with the linebackers is tough for me. Yeah, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers gets the rock, it's going to be through the air. Or Aaron Jones, excuse me. It's one of my favorite bets. If you're looking at the player props, they've got him at 23.5 yards. And I just think with Todd Bowles, loves to bring the blitz, it's going to be there. So make a little bit of money on that as well.
Wait. They have Aaron Jones
Mhm.
at 23 yards?
23.5 for his receiving yards. Yeah.
Oh,
Mash that shit.
Take that, man. You can take
Mash that
that.
shit. Yeah,
Here's what you
it's
take on your
definitely
parlay. You take the Bucks, you take that 23 yards and over, and you take the over on the score, over on the total. That's my parlay for that game.
I like that. I've got a 6-part parlay here, boys. I've got the over. They've got the over under there set at 51.5. So I got over 51.5. I got Chris Godwin touchdown that's sitting at plus 155. Devontae Adams, they have his over under on receiving at 89.5. I like the over.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Lazard, they've got him at 46.5. I like a little touchdown shot to Alan Lazard. So I got the over on 46.5. Godwin over 65.5. I say that just because Antonio Brown's got the soft tissue injury from the last game. It's going to be cold. Mike Evans, I think, gets D'd up by Alexander, which high take. He's one of the better corners in the league. Doesn't get enough respect. I will say
Cold
that.
take.
That'll make Chad.
Cold take.
Cold take.
Nah, I mean, I got Godwin over 65.5, and then yeah, of course, I ended there with Aaron Jones receiving over 23.5. So
That's got to be quite the payout there, man.
No.
So how did you guys do last week, betting wise?
I lost all my money.
Yeah, I made a little bit of money. It was good on the games. Might have made a few bucks. But yeah, my player props kind of got destroyed a little bit. So, but,
Creech, I have a feeling that you put a lot of money into this betting.
I like putting shekels on the game, Troy. What can I say? You know what I mean? You got to make it interesting.
I get it, man. It's so much more fun when you have money on the game. You're actually watching it. If it's not your team, you're interested. You got your bet slip out or your phone. You're like trying to click off all the, all your parlays. It's fun.
But I got a
Definitely.
parlay for the Buffalo Chiefs game. So
Let's hear it.
something I didn't mention, CEH is going to be back for the Chiefs. So that's good for the backfield. I think that they're going to utilize him a lot. You want to make a little bit of money, CEH plus 120 for a touchdown. So that is part of it. I got the under, of course. As said earlier, got to match that. John
I like
Brown,
that.
over 50.5. I think that they're going to pay a lot of attention to Stephon. Not that he's not going to get his, but he's going to have Jay Brown's going to have his shot. Tyreek Hill over 79.5. You're not really going to stop him. I think they're going to utilize him in the short game, short passing. Travis Kelce, I think, does get shut down. And I know you were disrespecting my boy Milano, but him and Edmonds, it's a great linebacker core. They hold Travis Kelce under 96.5. That seems pretty high.
That is high, man. That's
Yeah.
really high.
I didn't like that. And then Stephon Diggs over 93.5. It's a little bit of risky on the over, but
That's risky, man. That's real risky on Diggs. Like you said, they're probably going to be double covering him. I see him go down to Beasley a little bit, I don't know.
who stopped Diggs this year?
That's true. No one can stop Diggs. Let's take the over. Fuck it.
His route running is ridiculous.
It's crazy, man.
But the Chiefs secondary is soft.
The player props are so hard to get, but they're so much fun to root for.
They are. But they leave some out there, man. If you get them early, you got to get to the players props early, I think, before the money starts moving.
I had Mike Evans 2 touchdowns, and when he caught the one, I was like, "Oh yeah, here we go!" And then he just didn't do shit. Like the whole rest of the game, they just ran the ball or threw to.
I swear that happens all the time, man. You feel great at like halftime on a lot of your player prop, and then it just gets destroyed in the second half.
Makes you think it's fixed, doesn't it? Huh?
How usually wins.
About my $8.
Oh, they know. They know. They singled you out. They said, "Hey, Chow's got this on Evans. You're done. No more touches. We ain't paying him out that $25, man. We need this $8."
Oh man.
I took your challenge, Troy. I got some hotter takes for our hot take segment. So
All right. It's a
Let's get
perfect
into it,
segue
man.
to it. Let's get the hot takes on the hotter takes. My favorite part of the podcast. Woo! All right, Creech, let's hear what you got, man. You got a little list prepared for us.
So I will tell you this: the Josh McDaniels, if he gets hired onto the Texans, you might as well forget Deshaun Watson. And I know exactly where he's going, man. But the rumor is it's going to take 3 picks. Going to take a high pick. 3 picks from the Carolina Panthers. Deshaun Watson's a Carolina Panther.
Deshaun Watson, the Carolina Panthers,
Before
for 3
draft
picks. I think that's overpaying for Deshaun Watson personally, man. There's my hot take.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
What happens to they just paid Teddy Bridgewater a whole bunch of money?
No. Listen. That's a 3-year contract. The way the salary cap breaks down, the 2 years at the end of it just add-ons. There's no dead cap money involved.
But
There'll be
the
some takers on Teddy.
Panthers. So what? They give up their first round this year, first round next year, and first round next year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
3 first-round picks for Deshaun, man. That's way overpaid.
Come on, man.
I don't think so.
Nah.
Not worth it. He's not worth it.
Come on, nah.
Listen,
Right with Bridgewater. He's like a poor man, anyways. He's a poor man, Deshaun Watson, anyways.
They got plenty of cap space, man. Like, that trade can be easily done. Deshaun Watson, listen, if he's in the right system, if I pair him with Matt Rule and Joe Brady does stay put, they win the NFC South next year if they have Deshaun Watson.
Here's my counter hot take. Deshaun Watson goes to Carolina, 6-win team.
Whoo! Deshaun Watson exposed.
What do you think, Joe?
Here's the problem with your guys' hot takes. He's staying in Houston.
That's a hot take.
Why would you stay, man? Why would you waste your prime?
Because he has no leverage.
Dude, yes, he does. His contract is set up as a no trade clause, and it's ran by him. He literally has it structured very similar to the NBA. All he's got to say is, "I want to get," and he has dictation of where he goes. if he initiates a trade. And look, the Texans, they can't get a head coach anyway. Nobody wants that job. They're a rolling, just garbage can. I mean, it's just an absolutely terrible job. This at least gets them loaded with picks. Maybe they get Eric Bieniemy, but even if they got Eric Bieniemy, I don't know if Deshaun Watson wants to stay, dude.
I just don't know. Like, when have we seen a young, promising quarterback force his way out after playing multiple years with the team? Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, that's why I think, this is just hypothetical.
There's a lot of heat around it. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm just telling you.
Maybe it's a new era for the NFL, man. These players see what the NBA players can do, Maybe quarterbacks start writing their contract that way.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe,
listen,
man.
the most disgraceful thing the NFL's done in the last 10 years was that Kirk Cousins was the first one to get a fully guaranteed contract. I mean, if that doesn't make you puke, I don't know what does, dude. Man, yeah, listen, if Kirk Cousins... Yeah, well, is there a shot? I mean, I think there's some buyer remorse there in Minnesota, but you just let me know.
Oh, man. Yeah, we'll see. So I guess it's my hot take time, huh?
Yeah, what do you got for us, Joe?
All right, I got one for you. Dwayne Haskins leads the Pittsburgh Steelers to a 4-12 record.
I got a counter hot take for you. Dwayne Haskins, not next year because Ben's going to play one more year, and there'll probably be 9 wins and not even make the playoffs. But the next year, Dwayne Haskins in 2022 leads the Steelers to an AFC championship. Loses in the Super Bowl.
Wow. So Tom Brady?
Of course. Who else would he lose to? Tom Brady's going to – here's another hot take for you. Tom Brady wins 2 more Super Bowls before his career is over.
Why stop at 2?
Maybe 6 more. He'll have 12. No one will ever beat him.
So what is he, 44? Yeah, so he's got 7 more rings? Yeah.
Easily.
The best meme I've seen all week was Joe Biden signing the papers, and it was like Tom Brady signing his contract at 72 years old with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on his way to win his 14th Super Bowl. I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't know what that dude does, man. I don't know if he's injecting stem cells into himself or something, but he's incredible.
I think you're right. I think it's all fake. But you know what's not fake? The fan-controlled football league. So be ready. After the Super Bowl, we will be hosting a live watch party of the fan-controlled football league's first debut game with special guest appearances from, of course, esteemed NFL guest Corey Creech, among many others.
Also, check out our Super Bowl podcast coming up here in a few weeks. We're going to have 4 or 5 guests on, including our own Corey Creech, of course. So that'll be a special episode. Unfortunately, NFL takes a week off after the championships, so look for that in 2 weeks.
That's right, folks. That does it for today. Get some water for those hot takes, and we'll see you next week. Hey, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of All Right, Shut Up. Make sure to go ahead and leave us a review. Help us grow the podcast.
All right, shut up. Catch us next week on all your favorite podcast sites.